Okay, so how many minutes we had? We had 8 minutes. No, that's for the number of times. Sorry, but that's too much. 26. Just wait. Hold on. See how much it costs. To see on how much it costs. Oh, sweet Christ. Yes. That cost me how many Jesus Christ, just the camera. Just the camera. Just that one footage. Jesus Christ, 49.9. 2.9. Okay. Just a screen recorder. Whenever I try to record things and stuff. Okay, here's my image, channel name. So the reason why I'm doing this pre-recorded is because the live stream, whenever I try to live stream on this other phone, it didn't use the gigabytes meant for stream, and it subtracted my current data balance. I mean my main data balance, which is this. Is that 4.86? That's the main data balance, and 6.25 is meant for YouTube viewing or streaming. But as I've discovered yesterday, while I was yesterday or the other day, while I was streaming on my brother's channel, that it didn't take the main. It didn't take the YouTube or the video megabytes. It was supposed to get the YouTube megabytes, the 6.25 here, to for it to work, for the stream to work. But as it turns out, it used the 4.86 or the main data that I use. It's because I used the hotspot right here. Hotspot right here, and made LG over here connect to our phone. So that's not good. That's not what I want to do. And there's a whole lot of 6.0 gigabytes, and I have until 23 until I get this. I got all of the YouTube dried out. So now the main purpose of this is to just administer or the fact that everything will be I think pre-recorded 30 minutes or less. So hopefully I get us just explain krowko's weapon, and I have trusty handle bar here so that you can see weapons there. Okay, so what happened is that back when I was watching certain Vtuber, I was asking if I could draw a weapon, then or I just asked her what is her preferred weapon, and she said that it's spear. And I asked in another stream that color, so I asked her that, and she said that it was red. And the preferred weapon, which first question I asked, is spear. So here, all this concept that I could pull off here, and it's just a simple handle and a spear. Well, I can't see the spear here, so ignore that. This is just the pieces and the concept for the feathers, which is supposed to be placed. Right, and here is to have a function of being pointy knives, while also at the same time can be flower, very comfortable to touch. At least that was my main aim. So from that point on, and the camera is gone again. Yes, guys. Hold on. What I'm just going to use extra time to make you not just look first image first there. So this point is the new version, this is the old version, which just drawn over it. Pretty sure you can see the basic form, but this is how it was supposed to look like, and it gave me an impression that it looks like a Uga Buga spear. So I'm gonna review with that. Started for about a few seconds while I get the bottle. Don't worry, I just got it all pre-recording. I'm just going to cut the footage that is necessary. Okay, it's just for us to not get lost and go exit on the camera. Okay, so that's for the basic. So the main point is that I got messages, or I asked on the Discord server that the krowko Vtuber community had, or kokochan Vtuber community back then, that about the certain weapons that whenever they think of Coco. Now, some of them gave me some ideas. Ideas, which is right here. I don't know if mug is included or the cup. I'm certain I remember that there was a mug included. Something. I don't know. Also, a pillow, a crowbar, and a fan, and a machine gun. And so just machine gun, fan, crowbar, something, etc. So certainly a hard work, especially right on that, but I can't explain things well, so please bear with me while I try to explain certain stuff right here. So that's for the improvement right there. It's just that I can't fully explain on how it just works, right? So this folder, and this one goes up, as you can see over here, and this part flips about, like flips down. This one is going to do like that. Go forward, go down, and go backwards. So that's what happens here. And surprise. And that's here for the figure trigger compartment. So that's how it is. It just goes like it's stuff is there. Yeah, it's confusing, very confusing. Okay, so that's for this for the version 1, and this one for the concept stage right there. Fluffy feather and harden. fluffy feather and harden. Especially this one. This is for the first version, and this is for the second version, which included the suggestions from the krowko Discord server. So yeah. So from the first version, there was the fluffy feather and the pointy version, or fluffy feather slash pointy feather function still stood the same, right, on the second version. Okay, now for this purpose, this is just for one side, I mean all sides, two-sided plate. So right here, the idea is that it became yeah, still the same, but very like non-proportional to each other, which is very different. It's a curve, there's a little bit of curve over there, and a very long side right there. Okay, so the idea for this is that this part of the fan, or just ignore this part of the fan actually came out from this part. So there's a little like a circle there that holds the feathers together, and that can be removed, and then it will become a fan, and it's gonna get Jesus Christ. So that's it. And also these two can be that this can be a normal fan, and this is just a regular machine gun. The crowbar isn't there, so I can't really incorporate there, or the pillow. So the only thing that I could put there is the feather fan, and gun. So that's about it for the version 2. Here's the part for the version 3, which actually kind of added the configuration of a kite and a sword, because I remember that on the last time. So let's go back. Okay. Chill. Guys, I'm just going to this version 2 over here, right there. Just leave there. Right. Hold on, let me just let's see. Okay, hello guys, I'm just going to it. So first let's see break, because I'm just going to eat right now. That's canned food, by the way. So just hold on, just go back to just take a break or something. So yeah, sorry, wrong orientation. I'll be good. So the 5 names. Okay, hopefully the package is fine. So actually that's for an order, and why in the hell is it still for I just forget. Okay, I'm just going to just watch this bit. Just wait for me. So I'm not sure if you can hear me over if I had the earphone plug-in, so I'm not sure on that part. Okay, so right for this how do I call it, first version, the second version with a machine gun, right? So for the third version, third variation, or just the upgrade, is that it functions as a kite and as a sword as well. Because I remember on one of her streams, krowko stated that like she was originally planning for a big sword variant of her weapon, but now she, I'm sorry for saying he, since just in the past her past model seems like a he, and it seems like a puppy, so I'll let of innuendos. I mean, innuendos or you know, teasing, and some thirsty female wanted her. So you know, maybe just forget about that part. So we're just going to concentrate on this part right here, adding this kite and a sword, which is condensed. So right now, this part is sliding, and it can slide over on this part, so that when it's slid on this part, that could turn out straight right there on that part. It's just for support right there. This is only for support, in order to support it whenever it's going on its kite form. So this foundation, this part connects onto this part right there, so that it has a stable. And now you can see the camera. Jesus Christ, I'm explaining nothing on the last part. Okay. This part connects to this part. I really can't explain it. I had just like some sort of animation progress or papercraft, papercraft model. So apparently this part right here is the feather. So that's the feather. This is also the part of a feather, and you can see it. That's the feather, and this is also a feather. Still, it's on a fan form, so that when this plays over here, it can be, kind of like majestic. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing with this design. First, the feathers goes right this way. Now it goes right that way. As for the spear part, now on the sky form, it goes like this, going to about half of the fan right there. That it has like a linear or like a circular, semicircle pattern. Well, this part right there is mini feather. So that means the feather can be condensed in 3 parts. It could be a fan, that fan, or that form. Just to mention that, just to mention, or maybe just to point out that this can change or adapt in whatever form. Okay, so whenever this weapon, I try to add an awaken this part right here, so that whenever it's activated on this part, it will go like glow red parts. It will go some red parts right here, right there. If it's activated like some sort of trigger or awakening weapon, something, it's a working concept. So we're still not going over there. So that's kites. So version 1, version 2, and we have version 3 with the kite and sword. Kind of just a sword kind of thing, but it's not working. Just to lay out some foundations, but I would likely be able to explain it well if I had some animations. But sorry, I forgot. I also made a digital version of this. Hold on, let's just move over to our screen. Okay, let's see. It's right here. Okay, that's it. Okay. Yeah, just wait for the file to load. Done with the concept stage. I'm going to put the little notebook away. Just keep waiting for it. And there it is. Sweet Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's how it looks like. Yeah, and my phone lags sweet Jesus Christ. You get the idea. You get the idea. So still had the machine gun on there. And each has their own respective forms. This is the kind of clear, clear part. Everything right there, and it lag. Jesus Christ. Can't really. It's a big file. Very, very big file. Right, so that's why there's a lot of lag. The kite form and the spear form. It's kind of bulky for a spear form, but you take what we had. Just take what we had, and it's just a working concept. And the title for this piece is that this would be called the Abandoned Chaos. Abandoned Chaos. That's what I named this weapon. And this is a very chaotic weapon. It's swords, kite, and a spear, and a machine gun. A sort of machine gun. I think this was supposed to be some sort of cartridge, not, or maybe that. I think the back or the block of red right there is not supposed to be there, but let's just ignore it. Okay, so let's just exit this before my phone breaks down again. Breaks down and oops itself. Okay. Now we head on to the camera and go back to real life, and yeah, I think this was called Abandoned. I called it Abandoned first. Abandoned. Don't know why, but maybe it's because of my feeling at the time. It's like abandoning, the reason, because I can't really come to comprehend or try to make the machine gun work, but yeah, I made it work somewhat, but it looks like some sort of shotgun, but never mind. So that's it for version 3, and this for the version 4. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, that's definitely the version 4. This is definitely the version 4, which I made on the bus. A very moving bus, hence why it's very scrunchy and something else entirely not good. Okay, so for this part I'm going to integrate the Sagakima or something, the chain weapon that krowko use. It's a kind of sickle with a chain on its end. So this part right here is supposed to be a handle, and that's the sickle blade part, and it's so blurry that you can't even see it. Jesus Christ. Sorry, excuse me. And the bandage, there was a bandage right here that helps the handle. Now that was removed. I'm sorry, I think I got wrong interpretation. Sorry. I think that this red band is the representation of the feather. It's supposed to be the feather, the mandible feather. The one, that feather that can turn it into a fluffy one, into a hardened like knives, throwing knives. So yeah, this is for the kind of makeshift sword, makeshift sky, and yeah, you could certainly see the randomness on this one because it's working concept and on transit, so I can't really lay down the lines and just go the hell with it. And yeah, it's really hard to draw whenever you are moving at the bus. Okay, so this is supposed to be handle straps, so as a means to hold a weapon, which I didn't quite interpret on this part because this part is bladed, so it goes in the very wrong direction. So this is only part that you can handle, however, it's the good news is that it just functions like a sword, but this time it's not very big. It's a much smaller scale and a sickle on top of that, so very confusing in concept, but looks great. This part only looks great. That's it. But that's only for the spearheads, and we have some improvements on the is which part again, just to make sure. I think I noticed my screen going off on this part. Yeah, this is the coolest part, except for one thing. I haven't been able to upgrade it. There certainly was an upgrade on, there was only a certain upgrade on the third version, on the digital version. So now we're going to go ahead and discuss about this part. Very confusing, I know, but I really can't explain. Okay, so this part, I think this is kind of aim piece. You turn it around and it goes straight up there. Yeah, and this is also the scope, kind of scope, and this is for the placement for the bullets. You raise it up and just lay down the bullets there. Also this part, very long spear. We still got the long spear going on. Long spear right there. Except for one thing, this is only just a reference point. So now making improvements in making it more dense and more concentrated, and or just in other words, just a compact version. So this for this kite and a spear. Excuse me. Kite and spear and wait. So this part carried over on the latest part right here, but we had to go and change that into this kind of thing. You could like insert your finger in and then just just spin it around like that. Kind of like a X-Acto knife. Oh, sorry, not an X-Acto knife, like a butterfly knife. You could just, exceptly not exactly a butterfly knife. So that's about it for this part. And I do want to point out that it really does give a very bulk spear. So I think Borderlands becoming an axe or a halberd instead of a spear. So I'm gonna give it some drastic measurements and changes for this part, and I got no idea where I put it. Hold on. Next part right here. It's trying to be here. Just hold on. Okay. So it's right here. Yeah, I think I may have lost that. It's supposed to be somewhere around here. Right, just the final version. No, final version is supposed to be here though. I forgot where I put it. Okay, oh yeah, there it is. Forgot about it. Okay, so we are going to have much more clear and very pristine version of the weapon. So now we will going to pull out the first version. This basic graph for the third, and this also some of the parts of the fourth. Right, some parts of the fourth right here as reference. Okay, so this point on. Addressing the issue is that this part right here is very too long, and so we are going to have it here and have it more very light, very concentrated, because it's a rare case. There might be a case that it might be broken off, so we're going to make it work. Make it work here. Oh, sorry, I just finished shooting. Okay, so this part right here, I took inspiration from the modeling or the design of the lever gun, and this part right here, because it is lever that has a compartment here for the, or like a handle on the cover, and when you try to flip cock it, it's like this part goes off, right? Goes off and then turns back again if you like engage it, but I really can't explain it. Can be explained in a video, but I think it was the name of the channel is Arm and Gun. You could see it on the Arm and Gun channel. It's a lever gun, have to flip cock the gun. Okay, alright, this might be going on for an hour, but who cares? I'm just using it, you know, just to waste gigabytes I had on the YouTube, because YouTube gigabytes only lessens whenever I upload a video. It only lessens or subtracts if I upload video or something, and I'm hoping this video kind of make about 500 megabytes or something. You know, I may be sweet Jesus Christ, I may be skipping some parts right here and there, but I'm just going to go ahead and practice some explaining this part. Okay. I mean explaining things. You know, just explain because I'm bad at it, so I'm just going to go ahead and practice. So this part right here is 1 and 2. One stays on, and this one can be separated. Right here, as you can see, went down there, goes up, then goes down right there in that compartment. So that's, this part is well activated, and now this part is stationed right there. It's activated and dormant. So this part goes there, right? It matches that part right there. This way, we have this part right here. Don't worry, this gap right here will be covered whenever we try to put it there. So put it there, right? That connection point and this connection point, and this connection point will be like here, there. So now it's activated. Now we're going to go ahead with, instead of the kind of slanted scope right here, very confusing part, we're gonna go ahead with a very simple lay down. So it's laid down right there, right there, and when it's activated, it's going to have a stopper right here, a stopper. Okay, so a handle is just only that handle part, and there's no function over here, just to have a connection right here. So goes right there like that, as you can see here, and like that. So on the back of this handle right here, there's a kind of compartment or sliding mechanism, so that whenever this part that's connected to that one connector, just imagine like this, it goes like this, yeah? Very like a 2D bar. It goes passive on this part, which makes it okay to pull up, right? It pulls up, goes right there, goes there, and this part goes down. It goes like up. It's like there's a kind of gear here that whenever it's flipped up or just straightened out, there's a part here that will move this trigger compartment over there. So it goes like that. Okay, goes like that, and it appears like this. Yeah. And also this part right here, this can be moved move backwards, kind of like a, you know, kind of reloading, like what do you call this, that part of the gun, kind of like the Glock whenever you pull it up. So whatever. Also, yeah, about now this part can be slidden, right? Okay, so right on the part of the stick for the spear, that it appears like this part goes that part, and the videos again, and this part right here goes connected over on this part, so it connects over there. This is the trigger, this is the compartment for the bullets, this is the scope, and this is the cartridge. So what happened here is that this part right here got elongated. It's like pulled forward. Now it has revealing this barrel over here, which can be holding points are in here, or either in here or in here. Holding points right there. Okay, so the function of this part is just to lock the spear in place, which is this spear. So now we are go ahead and stepping on the right direction and going for the final design of the in paper, because I can't really afford to waste electric bill. So we're just going to use our pen and paper and for the meantime, and this part also incorporates the skite version, and also incorporate some of the design inspiration of this part. This part still permeates, but now I just added another one. I'm sorry, that's just three. This also joint, like a joint item. It cannot be removed, so it will stay right there. So I just I think it's very hard to explain the kite when I haven't even finished, but it's only concept. So now it's all very condensed into one part, the part of the sickle, also the part of the spear. So now it has a lot of variations, but it's going to list off our current variation on the present version. This is the version 5, version 5, and it will be called Abandoned Chaos MK2, or just stay Abandoned Chaos instead. Okay, so Abandoned Chaos. First configuration is the machine gun. Second configuration, a kind of stick, I guess. Yes. Second configuration. Third configuration, glaive, or a kind of sword, a short sword, glaive. Third. Fourth configuration is the skites. Fifth configuration is the sickle, or part right here. That's a handle, by the way. That's not a kind of a cock. Okay, that's a handle. Be rotated and exited. So hold on. How many are we again? 5. Machine gun, stick, glaive, sword, sickle, and skite, and 6 would be the spear. And seventh would be the fan. So I think that's about it. I'm not even sure if I could just add the fan or the feather later on, but let's just go and put it right here so that it has an equilibrium, equal side. Yeah. Okay, so that's about it for this weapon update or version summary, something explanation. It's a mess. It's a mess, to be honest. There's a lot of waiting time and a lot of cash and time that I have to not concentrate on this project because of studies. That's about it. And just to let you know, if I have my donation box open, if you want to donate, it's because my niece is having her birthday on April 30th, so hopefully I could earn some money. Also, I have my contacts down in the description below. If you want me to commission, if you want me to draw you something, or draw you a weapon, you could just DM me on Twitter or any platforms that I had on my coffee. So just make sure to pay. Make sure to bring up for the payment. This took like 6 months, yeah, 6 months or 5 months. It usually doesn't go this long if I made out. So it takes about 1 week or about 3 days. You know, if I didn't have other things to do. So yeah, that's about it. Yep. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.